50 Cent tried to warn us about Floyd Mayweather's terrible spending habits long before the headlines did. Now, Floyd Mayweather is one of the most successful boxers of all time. Rich in health, rich in wealth, and rich in stature, and that overly confident, cocky persona is exactly why thousands of people, year after year after year, have lined up to see the undefeated champ take his first L inside the ring. Instead, for most of his career, those L's only existed outside the ropes.
Woke up, I looked at the computer say, Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say fuck me for? Nelly fucked your first baby mama, Melissa, then took your fucking fiance. Say fuck that nigga.
For a long stretch of time, 50 Cent was never dissing Floyd as he was standing there right next to him. They were moving like brothers, walking to the ring together, flying private, standing shoulder to shoulder, under the Money Team banner, while Floyd sold the image of endless cash and untouchable success. So when the same Floyd Mayweather ends up getting sued over an alleged bounce check for $20,000 over a luxury watch, it hits a bit different. But the question that everyone's asking is Floyd really broke? And how did a man who grossed over $1 billion from boxing go broke?
Even Floyd, like when you make yourself like we got issues over your anger, he's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money?
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money is gone, trust me.
Floyd Money Mayweather, the man who built his reputation of showing you how rich he is now being questioned whether the money that he sent behind one watch was ever even cleared. And suddenly, all those jokes that 50 Cent was making about Floyd spending, his circle, and the way that money moves around him doesn't feel like random trolling and starts sounding the warnings that we all ignored. 50 Cent and Floyd were actually very close friends at one point. And even though we know 50 Cent were trolling Floyd for not being knowing how to read publicly, that didn't always exist. Now, Floyd and 50 were once inseparable, and they were all together as the Money Team. Flood in social media with pictures of them holding stacks of cash, and they moved like a real unit. Now, their relationship started to go sour in June of 2012 when Floyd had to go to prison over a domestic violence case. Now, while he was locked up, he asked 50 Cent to hold it down on the outside and launched the Money Team Promotions, a joint venture between the two of them. Now, the agreement was 50 would put in millions of dollars to promote the next generation of fighters, and when Floyd came home, he reimbursed him half the money because they're supposed to be 50-50 partners. But when Floyd got out of jail, he had a different plan, and Courage 50 Cent Jackson wasn't going.
He changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
Like as he was actually going in to jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC. There's no CO. It's not incorporated. It's just
a name.
Yeah,
that comes out people's mouths.
Right. See, so technically, Floyd is a Golden Boy fighter. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? He fights on every Golden Boy card. They do all the footwork on
like
every
the negotiations and the imprint, the paperwork.
They built the whole show. So when he says help him with Mayweather Promotions and it's not there, I go, okay, I know what he means.
Hold on. 97% of you guys watching this video are not subscribed. Now look, man, I like making the content. You like watching the content. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. It helps to grow a lot. And I'm trying to keep it going, man. Subscribe. Let's go. 50 later explained that while Floyd was inside, he actually started the business and began signing young fighters to the team. And honestly speaking, what young boxer would want to be signed or co-signed by Floyd Money Mayweather? Now the problem is, once Floyd came home, instead of paying 50 Cent back first, he jumped right back into buying luxury cars like Lamborghinis and other expensive toys, the same things that got him broke and in money problems in the first place. Now Floyd downplayed parts of their business agreement, acted like 50 Cent, moved on his own accord, made own decisions that he never asked for. And 50 Cent would give Floyd some grace because he knew that he first came out of prison and that he didn't have any money, and that his money was still locked up, and he gave him time to pay it back. But as the spending kept going and going and going, and their payment never came, both the business and the friendship started going downhill fast.
I do TMT Promotions. I get it all the way together, sign the actual fighters. We brought them over. I brought them over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying him the new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you going to give me the money?
Because you had already invested.
Yeah. Right, like when you going to give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail. Right. I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he going to say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Why I got to ask you for it?
Right.
And then when
Are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh, man.
And I'm looking at him, and he looked in my face and he told me to do that.
The beef between Floyd and 50 Cent went nuclear when 50 Cent fired off a tweet about their business situation. He wrote, "TMT is over. The money team is no longer a team. SMS, that's it. That's all. SMS audio. If anyone wants a money team jacket, I'm selling mine for $1. The snapback hat comes with it too. That's a fair price. SMS audio. I moved the fighters to SMS Promotions because the other half of the money team didn't put up their money." 2 days later, Floyd Money Mayweather will clap back, and he tweeted a picture of 50 Cent's album sales with the caption, "Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Wayne, Drake, Rick Ross, and Kanye, please help this boy." And he's basically using 50 Cent's career to show that's declining, and 50 Cent's numbers are weak compared to the new generation of hip-hop artists. Now, Floyd doubled down by posting a picture of 50 holding stacks of cash in the hotel room with the caption saying, "Hold my money, fuck boy." And then he posted another picture of 50 with the caption, "I respect the shooter, not the one who got shot." A clear shot of 50 Cent being shot 9 times during his beef with Kenneth Supreme McGriff and the Supreme team, something that 50 actually miraculously survived. Now, he ended the run with another picture posted, "Fuckboy, you look cute in that jacket," showing 50 Cent wearing a TMT Letterman jacket. Now, 50 Cent responded with more shots of his own saying, "Money. Floyd, you know I'm more money than you. Al Heyman got you on allowance. You go broke after every fight," which is something that he even said in the video at the clip that I showed you at the start. He also added, "Stupid Floyd Mayweather. You can respect the shooter is dead," tying it back to his Many Men verse when he said, "In the Bible it says what goes around comes around. Hamo shot me 3 weeks later, and he got shot down." Later, 50 Cent tried to brush the whole thing off as a publicity stunt, and he said in hip-hop, "We do things like this for shock value," and that Floyd just wanted some attention. And he even called Floyd a brother to him and claimed that Floyd asked him to act like they're beefing behind the scenes because after 6 days in jail, no one cared about him and no one was talking about him. Now, 50 Cent on Twitter said, "Domestic violence is serious, and my apologies. My grandmother said we need to stop playing, so I'm done." Now, Floyd asked me to act like we were fighting because no one was paying attention after his 60 days in jail. Whether you believe this is a stunt or not, there is some truth in every joke. 50 Cent was clearly upset about not being paid back, but he was also leaning into the narrative and using it for entertainment. And coincidentally, when Floyd was asked about 50, he did the same thing. He started playing into the storyline and acting like they were on the best terms, but he said he still wanted the best for 50 and that they had a misunderstanding behind the scenes.
Even though me and 50 Cent didn't see eye to eye, I wish him nothing but the best always. I'm not gonna sit right here and say you're, like I said the same thing before in the interview. You can't be my friend on Tuesday, but then you're not my friend on Wednesday. When two people don't see eye to eye, it's best that they shake hands and say, "You know what? Continue doing what you're doing, and I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing." And that's how real men handle business.
Now, fast forward to right now, Floyd Mayweather is dealing with a lot right now. He's reportedly suing a former business partner, Jonah, for over $175 million, claiming his money was refinanced and moved around into certain businesses without his approval, similar to kind of what I heard him do with 50 Cent, just from looking in the past. Now, on top of that, he's being sued by a Las Vegas jeweler for allegedly passing a fake check from Wells Fargo account for over $200,000 over a watch that bounced. 50 Cent tried to warn us, and he may have been right all along. For a man like Floyd Mayweather, who built his name, image, and likeness on being the guy who can earn over $100 million in a fight, and to having a $200,000 check bounce over a watch, is starting to get scary, and it doesn't match the legend that he built. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at JRTheStar1, and get at me on my media page at JRTheStar2, and get at me at Twitter at StarWonder, aka JRTheStar1. Now, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the post notification bell, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.